has just been such a wonderful tournament from early October when we had a sellout here for opening weekend, which culminated in a huge Black Ferns win. It has swept the nation and caught the attention of the locals from the top of the North Island to the very bottom of the South in New Zealand. Time now, though, for the anthems of France and Canada.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, please be upstanding and join us in the singing of the national anthems of Canada and France.
We are ready to go at Eden Park. The bronze medal is on the line. It is France v Canada. Kickoff in just a moment. Well, sideline is Kirsty Stanway. Kirsty, it is baking hot down there.
It is absolutely perfect conditions, Sean. We're so lucky to have this for the showcase of women's rugby, the best in the world for the third and fourth playoff match. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's one of the hardest matches to get up for after coming so close in the semi-final. But these women, they have so much to play for. Their fans, their families were lined up at the hotel as they made their way to Eden Park today. Of course, playing for themselves as well.
Strong Canada forward pack there, and look to Sophie De Goody. She's been such an influential leader for the Canadians, leading all the stats, but also out the back there in Sarah Kaljuvi. She plays a significant role as a playmaker, and the experience of Ellery will be significant for this game.
When you're looking at both these lineups, unquestionably there are a number within that Canadian outfit who you'd have in your team of the tournament calculations. That woman has been absolutely stunning from week one. Sarah Cox with the privilege of officiating this one. Very well supported with her assistant refs, Neville and Jenna also.
Okay, cool, mate.
An afternoon to remember for our match officials. So too the women in the middle about to go about their work. Okay, time to find a bronze medal winner at Rugby World Cup New Zealand. France v Canada. France to kick off. And we're on our way as it goes down towards Goody, the kick-off. France scrambling and Canada doing a great job in the end to reclaim. Hunt crashing it forward. Peltier working back short side.
Okay.
Saw this last week from Canada early on. They were happy to run it from everywhere. Running from their danger zone without any issues. Grant was in there tidying up with that. This is Menon. She had a huge afternoon against England last week. Now to the boot of Tessier. Again, they won't find touch, and Paquin comes through and just goes bam. The Iron Woman of Canadian rugby has forced an error. Felt that one, honey.
Yeah, some early strong exchanges there from the French defence, keeping Canada down in their own 22. You can see here the kick. She doesn't get a whole lot of distance on it, but good positioning from Juan. There, Parkland comes in. A big hit, forcing that knock on.
We saw a pre-game with such emotion. Undoubtedly, this will be her final World Cup, her third and final Rugby World Cup. Has also represented Canada at the Olympics in sevens, World Cup of sevens as well.
Set.
Some player is the number 7 for Canada. France get a shift on at the scrum and now put pressure on through Bourdon. She made the tackle on her opposite number 9, Peltier. Peltier flying it away. Taken on there by Svoboda. It's caught a French hand, so everyone's on side, and Canada giving good chase as well. They set their line nicely. Corrigan goes low. Super low shot there from Canada, but France will work it away short side. Lost here.
Okay, no advantage.
Did have the penalty advantage, so right in front of you, Kirsty Stanway.
Yeah, there is a bit of a breeze to contend with for these sides as well. It's at the back of France, so Canada will have the breeze that they're kicking into for the first half. Otherwise, absolutely perfect down here.
Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Canadians at early exchanges. They're willing to run the ball out.
Oh, thanks, Nev. Yeah, thank you.
They're 22, kick for some quality field position here and put a decent kick chase in, put some pressure on French. So set up for the scrum here.
Keep the space. On. Crouch. Bind. Set.
France scrum looking powerful early on. Patient at the back here. They won't get the penalty. They're told to use it through Bourdon. She goes to Juan. Across the line to Philippon. Popping nicely off the deck, but Canada there to make the tackle was Peltier. And Auger isolated, and Canada win the penalty.
Sarah Kaljuvi there with a great turnover out wide in the wide channels, putting Philippon under enormous pressure. See the French intent to go wide here. Have a go at the ball here. She gets in good body position, too strong. French women unable to move her.
Another of the Canadian team to have spent a fair bit of time on the 7 circuit as well. HSBC World 7 Series star, Kaljuvi, Paquin as well. To Tossi. Taking its time with the throw and...
Hang on, right. You stay on your mark. This ball comes in quicker, please. Stay on your mark, don't close the gap.
Let's do it again.
Don't close the gap, okay? Stay on the mark. Sophie, please.
There seemed to be a lot of confusion in that line out there. Not quite understanding whether they're going to the front or the back here, but they seem to get it right this time.
That one lost forward by France, so Canada will have the scrum. Some tournament for Tutos. He just saw there her line-out strike rate. She also has 6 tries to her name, honey.
Well, she's been dominant throughout this tournament.
Make sure we drive straight.
Second highest try score throughout here.
No, here.
French really willing to go up and contest those line-outs.
When the ball goes in, then to there. Only here. Crouch. Bind. Set.
De Goody comes away. Loses some meters there, a rare spinning reverse from De Goody.
Good strip, good strip.
Ripped away here by France, and the Blur turn it away. Pass to kick, and they send Alarie racing back.
Just in case.
Alarie surveying her options, and then she just dinks it in behind, and a great opportunity here for France to come back with ball in hand. Great tackle from Faris there on Grisset. Over the top, a little kick from the French. They'll find touch. It'll be a Canadian line-out.
See here, Alarie, she weighs up her options. The kick going straight into Duran's hand, and when her and Bourdain link together, they often find space out wide, but it's good defence from that wide channel out from the Canadians. They're in their own 22. They want to grind it out of here. Bit of a stop-start opening exchanges in this match.
Tossi to the middle, great throw. Found the reliable hands there of De Goody, and they've got the penalty advantage here as well, so this will help relieve pressure as they come away from their own 22.
She's fine. She's always bound. Advantage is still there.
In behind with the kick, and there'll be no advantage taken here by Canada, so we'll come back for the penalty.
6, straight across, land on the maul. You did. No, in the air, before.
You see the Canadians really wanting to get in behind the French defence here. So they're utilising the little chip over the top, as you saw. Actually, the Black Ferns used a similar tactic against French last week. Get good purchase here off that line-out drive. So settle in here. Third line out of the game.
Clean again. Canada take their time here through to Tossi at the back. Away they come now through Peltier. Going quick for Holtkamp. Wonderful charge there. Stills an extra roll on the deck. Menon. De Goody delays the pass nicely. Kind of creates some space down this short side, and Parkwin takes it forward. Put down by Di. Peltier. Tessier. Caljuvi now, and France steal it away. Escudero helping to send it across the line. Put on. Drouin. See some room to move out wide, and that's the direction they head. Now towed ahead by Boulard. Ellery delaying the pass there for Farris. And then she gets dumped heavily. Did she go through the horizontal? Team, I'll be having a little look at that right now as Canada try to get it away from their 22 and do so now. Again, happy to keep ball in play. Downfield into the waiting arms of Drouin. Looking behind for the 50-22, won't get it. Sits up nicely there for Maddie Grant. Grant makes good contact. Once more to the middle of the park. Here is Bullard looking in behind. Bullard running it. Running it beautifully and finding touch. And it is a 50-22.
Oh, it's an exceptional kick and exactly what they needed. They've been struggling to really get any decent momentum going from their running attack, with Canada here dominating all the possession. But the territory is in favour of the French, so they've got a good opportunity here to get some points on the board as they set up for this lineup.
Sochard. Found foul, and they'll keep it tight. Foul trying to rip her team towards the line.
No, let go, once.
Bourdon trying to get a bite out of Canada, doesn't get it. Puts it away for Vernier. Sochard. Dropped by Tutossi. Excellent defence in tight from Canada. Ménager powering towards the posts. Bourdon width now. DI around the corner, come foul. And she's over for France. They're up by 5.
It's a great team effort from France. They rolled their sleeves up off the line out here. Philippon gets a great offload out to DI. And the kick coming around the corner here. Marasu foul over for the French.
Yeah, it was a beautiful move from France, wasn't it? And this game is going to be one of those games. Who wants it more? A great start. The coaches know that as well. They had a special guest in at training this week. One of the best in the men's game, Dan Carter, went and visited this French team and went and spoke to this woman right here, Caroline Drouin.
No issues with that shot on goal. Lovely strike, and it is 7-0. Grant with the restart. It's taken well, and it's a huge strike from Drouin. Got all of that one, sent it a mile downfield. Canada opting to run it back again. Ellery probing and then runs into the dominant frame of DI. Lovely handling here for De Gourdy, who toes ahead. And now the captain gives chase. First one they're looking to put pressure on. France looking down that right-hand side and collecting Maddie Grant, coming back at pace. Nice spot tackle, though, made by the French defence as Canada sneak their way into the French half. Good handling from the front rowers to take Canada forward. Peltier, desperate for it. De Gourdy again, nice and flat. French defence reads it and comes outside in hard.
Advantage.
Peltier, knock-on advantage here for Canada to work with. Parquin popping beautifully off the ground for Tessier. Comes undone though, and Sarah Cox will say the advantage was taken there by the Canadians, and it'll be a French scrum.
Yeah, look, I'm liking what I'm seeing from the Canadian. They're probing out the wide channels here with Karen Parkwin, constantly a threat, but also Sophie De Goody. She kicked the ball down, gets them into their 22. She's the only player and the first player to arrive in terms of the chasing game. She's an exceptional player. Two different styles in terms of their attack. You've seen Canada playing very flat at the line, whereas French, they tend to play a lot deeper and find space out wide.
Yeah, a little bit more space, okay? You take the weight, you hold your weight, okay?
France have really cranked up the volume at scrum time. Have just started to get a little ascendancy there, putting Canada in reverse on a couple of the early scrums and looking potentially here to turn it right up. Canada, though, hold firm and
outside.
Good touch, a set piece from the Canadians. Down here to Farris. Scored a try in each of her pool games and could have a 5-pointer in the quarter-final win against the USA as well. Peltier rushed into the pass away for De Goody. Peltier over for Holdcamp. Tessier surging towards the line. Got it wide for Menon. Parkwin fighting off defenders. Look for the in switch there, and it comes unstuck. And it'll be France with the scrum.
A lot of pressure coming in from the France in terms of their willingness to really attack the scrum, forcing Canada to put a lot of numbers in their clean out to protect the ball. Every opportunity France get, they're attempting to steal that ball.
No, time's off. Your medic's on. You okay? Right? Yeah, sweet. All okay?
Well, Kirsty,
okay, time back on.
I do love what Bourdon's brought to the table in terms of a gameplay and a hairstyling. What can you tell us about that?
Oh, yeah, the woman there, the scrum half for France. She has her braids in every game. She calls it her warrior uniform. It's psychological. She's been doing it for so long. If she doesn't have them in, she reckons she doesn't have a good game. But it's impossible. That woman always plays well, doesn't she, Sean?
She certainly does. Has been one of the stars of the tournament. Has Pauline Bourdon. Canada patient at the back here, and then they get a good shove on themselves, and here she goes right on cue. Bourdon towing ahead for herself. The chase is good, and so's the tackle from the French scrum half. Valerie was at the back for Canada. Here for De Goody. Under all sorts of pressure here, the Canadians. It spits out the side, and it's a big collect on the metre front for that woman.
He had the ball in her hands.
Oh, it's a great effort here from Pauline Bourdon. She's so quick off the mark. She accelerates through. She backs herself there, puts a good chip through. Pressure on defence there. And they're able to get the turnover. So you got to add numbers there because they will attack that breakdown every opportunity.
No problems.
The break from Pauline Bourdon.
France have spoken a lot this week about playing for their retiring players. Of course, we saw Laure Sanseur, another halfback who was lost to the tournament very early on for France, and that was career over for her in absolutely devastating circumstances as well. But it's come in at a lot of the speeches. It has been used as a source of motivation for this French side. Marjorie Mayen has given a lot to the 15-a-side game, the 7-side. Celine Ferrier, another one, who has announced that this will be her final Rugby World Cup, her final act in the French jersey, and we believe it will be the same for Safi and Ndiaye too. Icons of women's rugby in France.
See some messages coming in from Caroline Durand there. She's been exceptional leading her team around. Her ability to create space for her outsides has been outstanding. Big moment for her to come back today after last week's heartbreak penalty kick, but her team got around her 100%. Said it wasn't down to that kick, it was down to every moment in that game.
Well, obviously this is the first of our 2 matches on final day at Rugby World Cup New Zealand. Kirsty Stanway, you're a local here in Auckland. What can you tell us about how big this tournament has grown, how much this tournament has grown over these last 6 weeks?
They talk about the word game changer. The game has completely changed. The way that the nation has got behind this. I mean, we saw 1 million people, 1/5 of the population in New Zealand, watch the semi-final last weekend. It's a sellout here today at Eden Park, more than 40,000. People are absolutely loving this. The entertainment, the action, it's been breathtaking, it's been heart-stopping. And look at them all. This is the best. You want to be here. You want to be a part of this.
Very well wrapped up, catching the sentiment beautifully there. Kay, as France go on the attack here. Tore from the line and away through their try-scoring number 8, Menagette. Halfui pushing forward. Here's the try scorer, Foul. Taking it on powerfully. Now with Hermé, the captain.
Let go.
Ndiaye, she's sent back. Penalty advantage here for the French. The Bleu looking for back-to-back strikes in this bronze medal game. Bourdon for Foul. One short.
The advantage.
Around the corner comes the number 1, Ndiaye.
Tackle.
Still with a penalty advantage here, Le Bleu.
Advantage.
Halfui's turn now to punch it forward. Bourdon letting her forwards go about their work now, sending it to the backs, and it is on across to the left, but Redwell is still alive and then hops hard in goal, so we'll come back for the penalty.
Oh, there's one over there. That one? Offside.
The low numbers for France, showing superb strength there and connection as they continue to roll around the corner, go to their pick and goes, forcing Canada to compress their defensive lines because they have to put 2-3 in the tackle to bring these big ball carriers down. Get so close to the line. Kick doesn't come off, but they get another opportunity here.
Sorry, Nev, I thought it was a bit further in. This one? Points.
So after that miss last week from Drouange, 7 days on, she says, you know what, give me the tea. I'll show you what I'm about. I'll knock them through from all over the place, and now gets a chance to line up a generous penalty attempt, which will put them clear by 10, and that is exactly what the French number 10 does. She makes it 10-0, 20 gone. Grant again doing the restarting.
Inside.
Strikes those drop kicks so beautifully. This one gets the better of Farris and runs in behind the Canadian winger, who'll be happy to run back. Always so reluctant to go boot to ball. So happy to put it through the hands instead.
Take it back.
Just as we say that, it's Tessier who knocks it up over halfway here with Bullard. Bullard looking in behind, going to the left foot, looking for a 50-22. One bounce away from a special kick to touch. They will get the line out though, and it'll be up near the 50-metre line.
Alex Tessier there, choosing to kick for safety. It's a real interesting battle between the two teams here. Caroline Drouin, she gets a good kick on that ball. The height, the distance is impressive. She's constantly fighting for good territory for her French team.
On comes Ménager. Takes the team up and over the advantage line. Bullard, lovely hands away and finding room for Vernier. Vernier rolling over the top of Tessier. This is Calfoui. Bourdon. Drouin. Drouin shaping a pass and then drops in a good tackle by Menon. Sochak.
Let's go.
Bourdon surveying the options available. Goes out the back and into the hands here of Hermé, under pressure, put down by Peltier. Lost here. Scrappy for France. Escudero on her own, and Canada steal it away. To Tossi it was. And just as they did last week against the best side on the planet, England, Canada repel this dangerous French outfit and win the ball back. Inside their own 22, and now it's Grant. Time for some more defence for Canada as Bullard tries to create some space with a stop and go is Vernier. Vernier eventually put down well by Caljuvi. Drouin in its scrum half. Flicks it away there for Calfoui. Drouin again. Going with the kick pass, and there is a ton of room in behind. Brought in out wide.
Nope.
On come LeBleu. DI. Bourdon. Drouin. Really making a statement early on. This French halves pairing of Bourdon and Drouin, and just as we say that, it's lost the touch, and Canada will have the line out.
It's a knock on.
Well, Drouin here constantly playing eyes up football. She saw that Corrigan had compressed right in, so there was plenty of space out wide there. Bourdon is always wanting to play up-tempo football. She gets the ball, keeps the ball alive constantly. Ball service off the ground, plays an up-tempo style. Doesn't quite go to hand here. That Canadian player down at the moment, being seen too. You can see here, last 5 minutes, it's been all France in terms of the territory. Canada constantly trying to fight for some field position here, having to defend heavily throughout this opening 25 minutes.
This tournament's been filled with such precious moments, both on and off the field. I've got a story to share with you. France's number 13, their centre, Mayal Philippon. She has a hearing impairment, and she put on a rugby masterclass at Eden Park for children from Ko Takureo, which is deaf education, so children that are deaf or hard of hearing during the week. Unstoppable, unforgettable, unlimited. For these kids, it was a once-in-a-lifetime kind of day, and for Mayal, she described it as magical. These players are so much more than just rugby players, aren't they? They're leaders, they're inspiring. There she is. What a woman.
Outside the 22. No, you. Someone. Crouch! Bind! Okay. Up you come. We're too far. Yeah, that's right. Set the gap. You guys are the experts. You set yourselves. Thank you. Yeah. Bring your shoulder out. Give her a head space.
Well, there's plenty of chat happening
well.
in the scrum there between Dimension and now DI.
There we go.
Both pride themselves on the work they do in and around set piece. Durable, good strong base. Wanting to get one up on each other.
Bind. Set.
All right, Peltier looking to light up the Canadian attack. It's taken on by Grant. Peltier to Goody, good hands away for Paquin. Look at the runners across the left. Here they come, Canada. Corrigan towing it ahead, and Allery gives pursuit, gets an assist from Farris. Paquin there with a stop shot, and in come the red jerseys, desperate for the steal, can't get it.
You're off your feet.
France scramble well. And now the penalty, not rolling away as a call. That's the first time Canada have essentially had any play inside the French 22 after 27 minutes, honey, here in Ismaila.
Yeah, well, it was a good option from Corrigan. There's no one in the behind there. Oof. She opted to kick through here,
8 to get on the ball.
finding some really good space out wide. See here, she puts ball to boot. No one out the back. It's a good chase from Melissa Larry. Parkin brings a player down. Larry straight over the ball, and unfortunately she goes off her feet. And it's now French with the line out on the 40 metre.
Have you got it? Come in.
So shot. Good with the throw, Bourdon. Looks up and there was a number of red jerseys in and around, so she takes one for the team and crashes forward. Here it is for Grisey. Collected in the tackle by Holdcamp. So shot. The clever pick and drive. Kalfui. Therefore, Bourdon, Druang, bringing the angle of the run back towards the ruck. There was Ménager, and then a little knock on down low, and Canada will have the scrum.
Yeah, no, of course. Sorry.
It's a real mistake on Ménager.
Yep, time off. No problems.
There with the knock on, I think it could be Marissa Fowl coming to support her, maybe.
Yeah, there's two of them down.
Pick the ball out of her hand there.
You okay? Yeah, it's okay. Woo!
Well, for the whole tournament, Canada wanted to show that they belong on the field. They wanted to show that they belong with these professionals. You talked about the amateur game, but they are not playing like amateurs at all, are they, Sean? They belong at the top of international rugby, and they've shown the world that they can fit it with the absolute best in the game.
Well, I thought that was such a
do water as well.
incredible point you made last week, Kirsty, around the fact they had to launch their own GoFundMe page for a number of them to be able to facilitate this dream.
Yeah, some of them have been away from home for 5 months. Like, I read a story about a woman who packed her bags in March, and she literally hasn't been home. She doesn't have a flat to go back to, because this is the sacrifices that this Canadian side has had to make, giving up their jobs, giving up their flats or their houses, giving up studies as well, and moving on to another year. It's amazing what they're doing.
Lish Corrigan here. She came into the starting lineup the last pool game for Canada. She's been really effective. 27 carries, 5 line breaks. She doesn't need a lot of space, but she tends to slice through defence. She's got a huge matchup in Mayel Philippon, who's been a huge defensive weapon for France. They look to reset the scrum. Pauline Bourdin just being seen to.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Canada working this scrum hard and winning the penalty. They wanted to go on. Sarah Cox has pulled it back. Peltier would run all day, every day, if given the opportunity, but she's called back and they'll still have the kick to touch here. Can take play towards the French 22. They've only spent 29 seconds of this match inside Le Blues 22. Can they edge there now, honey?
Well, it's a great opportunity for them. They've struggled to get any decent territory, but here we've seen it throughout this tournament, them go to the driving more, and it's been effective for them. It's been their most prominent launch off this line out to Tossi. Been effective with her throws.
Great throw to the back, brought down by Paquin. And they do go to the rolling maul. To Tossi. He's at the back. Coming infield as well, so options either side of the maul for their backs. Still with the forwards though. Numbers 1 through 8 working beautifully here. So Sharp standing in there. De Goody comes away with it. Finally, some real estate for Canada to try and get their first points of the afternoon. Peltier, nice and quick away for Tessier. Nothing doing out wide for Grant. She comes infield smartly, and we've got a knock-on advantage here. The Canada are playing with. Whoa. Ferrer with a huge tackle. Spot up.
Okay, no advantage coming. It was just straight forward there. No, it's a knock-on. So I'm going running off. It's just a knock-on.
There's the
so
explanation
just straight
from
forward, that was all.
Sarah Cox, so Canada with the scrum.
It was just a straight forward. Yeah, so I was playing the advantage, you always went backwards. Time off. Yeah, no problems.
You can see once again, Canada have been impressive with ball in hand. They want to keep the ball alive. They're constantly wrapping around. You see the Merchant still down here after a big hit coming in from France. They constantly go to those wide channels. It's a dangerous area for them as the French are always looking to turn it over. You see here, huge hit coming in here from Kalfawi. They get quick ball off it.
I came off you, you stripped and then bounced it. Ça va. On lâche pas. Elles vont faire double. Crouch.
Okay, so Canada just to the right of the posts. What have they got cooking here? It's Tessier in behind, sliding to the right. Now Allery coming to the left. Their forwards maintain possession at the scrum. Now Peltier works away Tessier off the hip, across to Farris. Farris bouncing infield, put down by Grisey. Peltier finding a runner there in Hunt. Holdcamp now. Finally, Canada with multiple phases inside the French 22. Isolated there, though. And Canada somehow hang on. France look for the return steal and get it.
Okay, yeah, careful.
Canada thrown absolutely everything in terms of their attack at this formidable French defence. They continue to hunt for every single steal that they can. And they're so effective with it. They get the tackler in low. The second arriving goes straight on the ball.
The French coach, Thomas Dirac, talked about during the week, win the ground, win the game. It is as simple as that, and we've seen it time and time again throughout this tournament, haven't we?
Take the line.
They're so good in that tackle area.
So sharp with the throw.
More.
The line-out work has been excellent, and now the penalty advantage here for the French.
Well.
So the Canadians just piggybacking France upfield, and Sarah Cox calls the penalty and marks the spot.
Number 4, trying to pull it down, and then you've also got an entry there.
Well, I tell you what, Canada have been averaging
There's 2 penalties.
23 points per game throughout this World Cup.
Number 4 sat down.
And they're really struggling to break down this French defence. And they just continue to keep plodding away. See there, they've had all the territory in the last 5 minutes. Unable to make anything of it.
Canada get a hand on, and then it's reclaimed by DI. And it's back with the blue jerseys. Kalfui has been prominent. Bourdon, Drouin rips that one across for Vernier. Vernier cuts him open. Vernier for Bourdon. They go full French and they extend the lead.
Pauline Bourdon, she's such a crafty player, and when she connects with the experience of Gabrielle Vernier here, you see they play deep at the line. She throws the dummy, she gets in behind the defence here, and what a great support line from Bourdon.
Well, she's one of the best in the world, isn't she? Pauline Bourdon. She's been nominated for World Rugby Player of the Year a number of times. It's only a matter of time before she wins that award.
And the gimme conversion is on the board as well. It is 17-0, and that might be telling right on half-time as Vernier puts Bourdon away.
Make sure they're ready. They've got to be behind you.
It all began 5 metres from their own line there. A couple of penalties later, found themselves at the right end of town to put points on the board, and Bourdon made no mistake. Canada good with a restart again. Ménager. Bourdon. Tricky one there for Drouin. In the end, it was Fahl, the first try scorer of the afternoon, who tidied up. DI.
No, you pulled away. Wait. Outside.
Drouin.
Sorry.
Down towards Grant. And Grant happy to come back. Ball in hand again. Very nearly got away from the first up tackle. Was met
No.
with the second shot. Here with Tessier under pressure. Great tip on, but they're bunched here, Canada, and that forces them to kick it away. It's taken on the fly here by Ménager. Ménager coming back towards her support runners. Bourdon out in front for Calfui. Bourdon. Sochard. Oh, that's a great steal from Menon. Just waltzed through and snapped it back. He's a tight little spinner in close. And off the boot there of Al-Lari. And it'll work out. It comes back for her team. Peltier. Puts a ton of backspin on this one. And the contest up high is terrific there. It was Bullard who got the better of that contest. And it comes back for Le Bleu. Foul. Put on. Drouin. Kicking for herself, but overclubs a touch. And it's Al-Lari who spins away with it. And she goes to the boot. She was hit late there, was Al-Lari, by the
stop.
Enormous frame of Foul. That one will find touch, and thought we might have had a Canadian penalty there, honey.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll come back here. You can see Tessier here slowly falls out of play there, but I mean, there's so much competition in the attacking systems of both these teams as we head into the half time.
Temp, you all good with that challenge on the kicker there? Yeah, sorry, time's off. No, time's off. Yeah. Okay. He's checked. There's nothing clear foul play-wise. You all good? Okay. Stay. In front. Stay. Yeah. So, Mum.
So a golden opportunity here for the French right on half-time to push further in front. They keep it tight. It's at the back there with the eye. Now is Sochard. Sochard having a look around. Now slipping it back to Bourdon, who bounces out from the tail of that maul, and here come France once more. It is a sweet strike down the short side, and France go clear by 22 now.
Oh, it's a magical try as they come off here. You see Lamar Drouin does the cut play here, and it's Ménager gets over. I love the back inside play here with Bourdon and Drouin. Great play, great try.
Well, I'll tell you what, the French fans are off their seats partying after that one. The French fans waving in the air, but they have been all game. That's what they're like, these fans. So passionate about the game.
So it is Caroline Drouin looking to stay perfect on the afternoon from the tee. Drouin. Oh, it's away narrowly. And at half-time, it is France with a near perfect 40 minutes of rugby to their name. They are up against Canada in the bronze medal game, 22 points to 0.
Well, it's been a dominant half from the French woman. Going into half-time with a healthy lead, 22-0 over Canada. And they've just really rolled up their sleeves here. It's been such a gritty performance. They've been patient. They've executed well in all areas of the game, and really stand out for me has been Caroline Durant. She's leading the team around exceptionally, and her connection with Pauline Bourdin has been outstanding. You can see here the line breaks of French, 5-2. The handling errors have been at a minimal, but the visits to the 22 have been all France.
Well, crucially, 2 of those line breaks for the French have led to 2 wonderful tries scored by Bourdin, and right there on half-time, Ménager with her first of the afternoon kicks in play. Both sides happy just to work the ball upfield via the boot and keep it in action and in play. It's been an entertaining first half with plenty of highlights. All right, let's get a look at some of the tries from the first half, and it was France first on the board through their powerhouse lock, foul.
Oh, it's a gallant effort here. She wraps around. All the low numbers coming in have a hand in this, but foul. Too big, too strong. Gets France on the board. First up for this match.
Yeah, it was going to take a ton of stopping from Canada to put down freewheeling second rower, and then France, well, they strung the passes, they strung the phases and delivered one of the better tries that we've seen all tournament long.
Yeah, and you can see here they're continuing to compress the Canadian defensive line here, and it's Vernier slices through, and Bourdon with a great support line. It's a second try for France. She's been everywhere. She's been great.
That was a terrific support line in the end from Bourdon, who managed to find space and increase their lead. And then, well, it was Bourdon again with a touch of magic down the short side.
Yeah, lovely little trick play off the driving maul here. She holds the ball in for as long as possible, fakes to go open, but she takes off on the blind side there, hits Duran on the inside, and it's a great ball for Ménager to get over for the French.
Thanks, mate.
So that a key score right on half-time, which gave them a 22-point lead.
Well, as we have a look at Karen Parquin here, she debuted in the Rugby World Cup in France 2013, against France in 2013. She's been effective today, constantly probing out in those wide channels, always busy on defence, 10 tackles and a turnover there. Significant career in sevens also. But on the flip side of that is Pauline Bourdin, absolute crafty player. She's been in charge of the tempo throughout this game, constantly probing. 2 offloads there, 5 tackles, and a try to her name, as well as a try assist. She was the key to this French attack.
Well, the seats starting to fill here at Eden Park. Of course, it is a medal doubleheader. Bronze now, gold going off later tonight as the host nation takes on the all-powerful, all-conquering England side. Tell you what, we couldn't have asked for a better afternoon to decide our medals, could we? Honey, Auckland has turned it on for us. Sun shining, conditions perfect.
Oh, it's great weather for good running rugby, and love to see Canada with a bit more ball in hand. It's really struggling to get into their game and compete with this French defence as they all run out, looking energised and ready to go. Alyssa O'Leary, she's been effective in her positioning out the back, always communicating as well. Hearing there of Bourdin, Ruan up against Tessia. Great matchups right across the field.
There's no question that Canada have to be next on the board if they want to have any chance, any hope of claiming bronze here. Down by 22 at the break, and as mentioned by former Blackburn Honey Hiramet Smiler, just struggled to carry inside the French 22.
Marasu File on your screen there. She has not missed a tackle since the opening round of this tournament. She is a tackling machine.
Well, welcome back to our coverage from Eden Park, Auckland Rugby World Cup. New Zealand closing in on its crescendo. It's France up by 22 here against Canada in the bronze medal game. New Zealand v England later tonight.
Okay, are you ready? Go. Stay behind the kicker.
Time back on, Maddie Grant with the restart. And she sends it long down to one of the players of the match, Bourdin, and then her halves partner just slams it downfield. That's a great touch finder from Druon. Kirsty Stanway's sideline. Any changes?
Yes, a number of changes for both sides. For Canada in jersey 19, Emma Taylor is on. Tyson Bukaboom in 20 in her 56th cap. The second most capped Canadian of all time in 22, Fabiola Fortiza. And for France, Clara Joyeux is on.
Contest.
One here by Canada. Line out is good for Peltier and Tessier, and Caljuvi thumps it forward, but they get the walking breakdown wrong, and it's a penalty to France.
Number 7.
Frances Hooker against Sochart. She had a break from camp earlier this year to have her baby daughter Nina with her wife Adele. They're both here in New Zealand, and Nina was the star of the post-match last week.
France, the clean take at the back. Here comes the woman mentioned, Sochart with a lovely ball away here for Bourdon, probing and then switching play back in field. On come LeBleu. Looking to set up a match-winning lead. Loss here, though. It goes back for Canada. Good clearing kick there from Peltier. Finds Vernier. She goes to Drouin. Drouin cutting in field. Drouin beats one. And he's put one just short of the 22. Penalty advantage here as well for LeBleu. Ménager taking forward. Bourdon. Drouin. No advantage taken, and referee Cox marks the spot.
Number 7 affected the ball.
You'd think maybe look to the line here.
Well, they come out with a real attacking mindset, the French, wanting to keep the ball alive there. They go towards the middle, and then they're happy to play it in the tight channels also.
On it. Yeah, on it.
Goes to the sidelines to get an opportunity here, the line out.
On.
Sochart has been so good with her throwing this afternoon, and now is into the bottom. Won't get a touch because Tuyai has steamrolled her way through up front, and France are in a mood. They're up by 27.
Oh, she should be happy with herself for that. Bit of a sneaky try out here. You see, they set up.
Advantage.
The lead. That side wide open. She just snipes through the hole there. No one home. And now Diai. Great try.
Well, France's coach knew this week the toughest battle was going to be in their minds after last week's semi-final was on repeat early on. But they had a theme to remobilise and regenerate, and they're showing absolutely no signs of any mental hold-ups this week, are they? They're entertaining. Well,
you just get a feeling, I think, Kirsty, that France are about to really open up here as Drouin knocks through the conversion and makes it a 29-point game. And they've got a lineup that can serve up big points.
Oh, 100%, and they're really starting to turn the screws here. They've come out with a huge attacking mindset to really take it to this Canadian team and shore up this bronze medal match.
Bullard clubs that one a mile downfield. Oh, they're calling that a knock-on. That's a tough one. I don't think they've got that right on Ellery. Well, that definitely went backwards.
Yeah, she's not happy with the call there.
Hang on a second. Stitched up, down by 29, and
does it look backwards? Tempo?
Definitely went backwards. Sarah Cox has seen it.
No, I've made a mistake. Okay, that does go backwards. It'll be your scrum. Apologies.
Canada scrum.
Apologies. The ball goes backwards. I got it wrong. Okay, so it's Canadian scrum. Apologies.
Well, it's good refereeing there from Sarah Cox. Overturns the call there. She's acknowledges she's made the mistake. Miss O'Leary. And Canada get the scrum here.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh, France driving through. It's a good strike at the back, though, from Canada that helps them retain possession, then get the kick away. Bullard with a stop and go. Super tackle down low there from Allery. This will be her last test match this afternoon for Canada.
Okay, we're done with that.
Going in there and putting a shoulder on Philippon.
Nope.
Exhausting the territory down that short side. Drouin is having a game. Up towards halfway she heads. Bourdon also the centre of everything good, but isolated on that occasion, and Canada win the penalty.
Well, it's beautiful work from Alicia Corrigan there.
Yeah, time's off.
Comes at a much needed time for
goes a bit wrong and we'll pile on
Canada, as we have a couple of players down here. Kirsty and the French.
Yeah, a couple of players down for French, receiving a little bit of attention, but she'll be straight back up again. She's as tough as they come, isn't she? As for Canada, well, Alyssa Allery, who had that decision overturned, she has made every poster winner for this team. She's been a part of this Canadian side for 3 Rugby World Cup cycles, 2014, 2017, 2022, and this will be her 47th and final test. It was a career that almost didn't happen. She was constantly told when she was younger, you're too small. As she got older, she was told you're too old or you're just not what we're looking for.
Yeah, okay.
But what a wonderful career that she's had, giving so much to this Canadian jersey and this team over the years.
So true, Kirsten. She's such an influential leader within this team. She brings all her experience and she shares it with her outside backs there. They've been a great connection with her, Paige Ferries and Maddie Grant out the back.
Tossie keeps her perfect line-out throwing record intact. Goes to the middle and now they roll it towards the French try line. Peltier happy to let her forwards do the work. It goes down now and she comes away for Grant. Maddie Grant.
That's a French player pulling that down. I got it as red.
She gets shoved back. Picked up here by Taylor. Number of changes brought by coach Kevin Rouet, and he injects Bookeboom, who takes it on there, and some space to the left. Oh, the pass dips late, and it's lost forward out wide. That was a tricky one for Cal Juvie. She's frustrated,
I thought
but
you brought that down.
it was
I don't
not
have
her
anything
fault.
clear from them, okay?
Big scrum.
Yeah, execution for me, Sean. They want to keep the ball alive, the movement there, but probably didn't need to give that last pass. Be frustrated with that. They haven't had any decent attacking.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Ball
I thought they just lost
in
the
space.
French lost players out the
But
back,
that's credit
so
to
then
the
momentum took red over.
dominant defence
You're
of the
good?
French.
I mean, they've just done it time and time again, haven't they, this tournament? This French defensive unit has just been incredible.
Everyone all right? Okay, time back on. Crouch!
The way they shut down England in their pool game and very nearly rolled them in the end in a big upset, sort of set the marker for the remainder of the tournament.
Well, they just suffocate teams out of games, right? They give them no space, no time, and you can see Canada really struggling with that.
Quite sure there was a knock-on at the back there, caught by Spider-Cam, but it'll be play on here for the French. Now the penalty comes the Canadians' way.
She's not affecting your clear out. She's out this side. She's not affecting your clear out. Hold him. She's come out this side.
Well, it's a huge opportunity for Canada here as they go to the line out.
Yep, time off.
You've seen them use their driving more effectively as they come in with some changes here, Kirsty.
Yeah, here's a change for Canada. Fresh legs coming on in jersey 17, Brittany Castle, who's a trained firefighter. She's replacing Olivia de Merchant. Who's your money on here for a try? Emily Tutossi, maybe?
I think you'd be mad to go anywhere else, Kay. As we mentioned earlier, 6 tries already.
Time on.
Rugby World Cup, New Zealand. That woman, Saucy, oh no, she's overthrown it. And it's stabbed her head by Drouin. Tied it up eventually by Canada under pressure. They've lost 20 metres.
Can't die,
No. What are the penalty? That Corrigan looking to go quick. Corrigan.
Your mark is here.
Off the mark.
3 times. Your mark is here. Not between my legs. What would you like? Scrum.
Well, Canada starting to get a bit of momentum here. They've had a fair chunk of territory down in their 22. They need some accuracy here in terms of the execution. They've split their back line. Likely they'll head out to Alyssa O'Leary out on the right.
Bind! Set!
DeGoody rifles it away for Tessio, who was coming on it at pace. DeGoody wrapped up and put down by Ménager. Peltier, now they come across to Paquin. Karen Paquin gets a knee to the ground, and it comes back for Menon. Peltier, Castle, Peltier, Bookaboo, Tessio, lost forward.
Again.
15.
Just the last pass, not quite going to hand. That one going forward. Off Caljuvi for Grant. More changes start to come in here, Kirsty.
Yeah, jersey 23. Chloe Jacquet is on for this woman here, Amélie Boulard, who's had a wonderful tournament for France, hasn't she? What an athlete.
So I'm on. Underneath us and hold our weight, okay?
Well, Canada's done well to keep the French camp down in their own 22. They'll be looking to clear this, get some field position back. They've had all the ball at the moment. They're just lacking some execution. Some of those last passes and handling errors starting to compound for Canada.
Set!
Well, this will help
Number 17.
with the exit on the French side as Drouin comes in after that penalty at the scrum. And as we've seen all game long, this woman can rocket it. It's another low punch to touch. Gee, she hits it nice out of the hand, honey.
Oh, she sure does. I tell you what, the changes continue to come in as you see Safi Ndiaye make her way onto the field, and you think about fatigue starting to set in for these players. It's been a long 7 weeks throughout this whole Rugby World Cup tournament. 91 test matches, most cap player for France. Safi Ndiaye, look to her to make a huge impact for the France team as they work their way down in the dying minutes of this Bronze Rugby World Cup match.
Celine Ferrier getting a massive, rousing round of applause in what is her final game for France as well.
Sachard goes to Fal, who scored the first try of the match 7 minutes in. Powerful steal, dragging a team forward. Baudon skipping out of the back of the maul, and now there's some space for France, but the pass misses the target of Jacquet. Still with the French though, then they bobble it. Goes to Peltier, to Goody. Here's Farris almost getting through the line. Grant has been good this afternoon. Bookeboom. Tessier, read by France, lost 4 will be the call. And we'll have a Canadian scrum.
Yeah, I thought so as well, yeah.
Well, some good variation from Canada here. See them playing some backball plays, and the outside backs injecting themselves into the line, wanting to get involved in some of this work as well. Got good position here for the scrum as they split middle of the field. Again, all the territory going to Canada throughout this half. It's been a real stop-start second half. Momentum swings right across this game.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Oh, it's been a fascinating battle at the scrum. Both teams trading shoves, and on that occasion it was Canada. Paquin gets in behind. Pops nicely off the deck. Here for Bookeboom. She leaves it behind still with Canada. Castle tidies up. Peltier for De Goody. De Goody. Peltier riding that strong French tackle in close. Allery over for Taylor. Peltier up for Titosi. GI with the stop. Bookeboom tipping on, and then it's lost by Taylor, and it falls apart again. France can have a run here if they want from inside their 22. And that's exactly what they do, and there's some space. Here we go. France down this left-hand side, towed in field for Ménager. Ménager stays alive on the chase and toes it ahead a second time. Canada really have to scramble here. Ménager there looking for the turnover, looking for the steal, can't get it.
Use the ball!
And Canada scramble back. Taylor, a fine touch, and that is an 80-metre gain.
Yep.
After that raid down the left-hand side.
Oh, they've struggled so much to get out of that 22, but it takes one opportunity there, as you can see. Ménager, what a great chase to keep Canada pinned down. And now they've got a great opportunity here to tick some more points over on that scoreboard.
A couple of nice moments happening between some of the substitutions that are coming on in jersey 16. Gillian Bogue for Canada replaces Emily Tutosi, who's been a try-scoring machine at this tournament, and in 18, Alexandria Alice is on for Daleka Menon for France. You have Clara Royu on for NALDI.
Must be clean. Okay, all done. Time on.
Sochard to the back. Down it comes. And they swing it away to File. Closing in on another try here. They've already got 4 to their name.
Tackle.
France 6 away.
No, you're pinning her in. Let the ball come. Leave it.
Put on. Juan. Angling runners to the outside. Good feet from Jacquet. Jacquet. Put down in a desperate tackle. Boudon's right there to get it away quickly for Sochard. They can transfer here. It's on wide right for France. Now Canada realign and get up and shut down that threat. Boudon probing and dumped into the turf. The goodie with the tackle. Through the middle they come. Ndaye. Boudon. Juan. Beautiful ball away from Juan. Now they switch up play midfield. Philippon coming back towards her forward runners.
Good contest.
File standing strong in contact. Boudon. Escudero. As they hit 10 phases, can they ice it? Boudon delaying the pass for Sochard. Here they come, France. Surely now they are in again, and this time it is Ménager.
Well, as you can see, it doesn't take much time. The moment they get into the 22, they make it count with a try in the corner. I'm going to say France too strong. Great drawn pass here from Philippon. I'm going to say over for France as they push out the score.
It is her second for the afternoon. I don't want to go too hard on the fact it was a double because you get a feeling there might be a few more in the offing here for Ménager. Juan lining this one up. 12 in from touch. Breeze over her right shoulder, and that is about as pure as it gets. 36-0 the score.
No, you're all right, mate. Just do it now. Chuck 'em on. Chuck 'em on. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. They're herding cats. Okay, give it 2 seconds, Maddie. They're just making some subs.
More changes for France. Laure Touillet in jersey 16 and 21, Alexandra Chambon, and in 22, Jessie Tremolier.
Just make sure they're behind you.
See, Pauline Boudon has had an excellent game.
Hang on. They're still making subs. She hasn't given me the all clear. Thanks, mate. We're all sorted. Wait until I give you the go. You give us all a heart attack, honestly. Drop back. Right, subs are all done. Okay, time on.
Oh, that one gets
Advantage.
lost in the sun. It's dropped by the French in Canada through Peltier
Yeah,
and Tessier.
the advantage is there.
Put it to Graham. We've got a knock-on advantage. Was that lost
Yeah,
forward?
no
It
advantage.
was. So we'll
Come back.
head back
No
to the
advantage,
initial
knock-on.
bobble from the restart by the French.
14. 14.
Well, it's busy down here. The French bench has been cleared, and jersey 20, Marjorie Mayans, who they call the Blonde Destroyer, is on as well. And for Canada in 21, Gabrielle Sim.
You got another 18 minutes. Okay, time on. You're good? Yeah? Subs are done.
Allez ensemble. Droite. Check it out.
Okay. Crouch. Bind. Set. Use the ball.
De Goody picking and going, delaying the pass, and finds the turf, and in turn creates some room for Tessier, who carries forward towards the 22. Speaking of 22, there is Forteza with her first carry off the bench. Calajuvi. Semps going low, taking it away for Alarie.
Advantage. Offside.
The penalty advantage here for Canada. Can they put some points on the board? Can they break down
Okay, you're always
this
going
blue
backwards
wall?
to go back.
Not on that occasion, but will come back for the penalty.
Yeah. There you go. Offside.
Yeah, they'll go for the corner here. It's just look to set up their line-out drive with their bench. Players coming on, add some real impact there. And I'll tell you who's added some impressive impact since coming on is Tyson Bookaboom. For Canada, she's been busy. She's constantly involved on both sides of the ball, but also her link play. She connects really well, gives good back ball. You can see them go up here. The opportunity to get on the board.
Just spun.
They lose the point of attack up front. It gets
advantage.
Shifted left illegally by France. Paquin.
16. Yep, cool. Thank you. Just keep him up for me, mate.
There is Bookaboom. Scored in close against England last week. Crowd trying to lift Canada towards their first points of the afternoon. Inches short.
Advantage, not roll.
And now
Slow to roll.
another penalty advantage. They are over the line. They haven't got it on it yet. They power and power and power and get turned away time and time again. We've got the penalty though.
Yeah, I'm slowing it down. I'm slowing it down. Don't worry.
That is the French number 12 that's down, Gabrielle Vernier. Hope that she's okay.
It's a great effort from the Canadian forwards here. Have a good crack at the game. But it's Mayon under that ball, but here's Vernier. Head-on-head clash there.
Yep.
She goes straight to ground.
We've got
I'll
two
check
good
this.
angles on it, mate. I'm going to put them both on the screen for you.
Yep, cool. Right through.
Okay, so we're getting a look at that contact that led to the drop French defender. What are we chasing here, honey?
Yeah, it looks like it's definitely a head clash between Gabrielle Sempt.
They're the best two angles we got,
Vernier there.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. So first question is, have we got foul
Head on
play? And
head
I say
clash.
yes. It's head contact. Now, for me, that 12 is in a passive position, so a lot of the force is by the red player going into that contact. However, she is running the risk by being upright and making direct head contact. So for me, that number 12 is a yellow card, yeah? You agree with that? Tempo, are you on the same page as well?
Completely agree with all that, Coxie.
Perfect, okay. Off we go.
Yeah, Vernier, the yellow card there.
There's several different advantages, but do you want to take this one where the head contact
The head
was?
contact.
Yep. Okay, Tempo,
There's
am I
minimal
on the mark
mitigation
here?
for her to lower her body position. And she'll
Yep,
go
cool.
off, possibly be seen for an HIA at the same time. It's a huge opportunity for Canada here. They've split their back line. You see them go out to the left for Tessia the last time. They can execute this well, put themselves on the board.
The goodie at the back. Picks and goes and creates some room, and then it comes out of the back of the hand there somehow from Peltier. Still with Canada. They get their knees to the ground, and they're going to say Maul's the call, and France deny them again.
Well, the French, they pride themselves on their defence, and they'll be wanting to keep Canada scoreless here. Another poor execution of their scrum set piece there. Alyssa O'Leary getting held up.
Right, let's stop flapping about. Okay. Crouch! Bind! Set! Straight down.
And that
17.
one will sting Canada.
Straight down.
There's the explanation from referee Cox, and France can get clear of their try line and look to touchy thanks to that penalty.
Yes. Okie dokie. Yep. I'll put them on the end here, Nev. Cool.
Well, here comes the finisher for
On the
Canada in jersey 23. Anais Holly is on, the only back reserve on the bench for Canada.
Yep.
She's replacing Sarah Kaljubi.
Max, they're taking 5 off for an HIA, okay, for number blues. No, she's letting me somewhere else. That's my fault, sorry.
Marasu foul going off for an HIA as well.
Celine Frere's coming back on for her. Player safety has been paramount for World Rugby at this tournament, hasn't it? Making sure that all of our players take the field in a safe and leave it in a safe way as well.
Okay, so this one sails over the top, and it is there for Canada. Can they work it through the hands? Not initially, as Holly comes back against the grain to Goody. Feeds it away off the hip. Peltier. Up for Ellis. With now, good hands from Taylor. Back for Farris. And France snap it back after the knock-on from Canada. Ndaye.
Advantage over.
Happy to clear via the boot down towards Allery and Canada. Allery putting it in behind and finding some room here as well. Tied it up eventually by France. Ménager. Crossfield with the tackle is Forteza.
Okay, leave it now. Don't put her off her
feet. Ménager. Chambon. Going to Ménager.
Outside. Attends-bleu.
Tremoulier. Down to Tessier. She sails it out on the fly, and it'll be a France line out. 43 from the line.
Okay, ladies, just sit over. Sit over.
Canada will be frustrated with themselves. Really struggled to get any decent momentum going throughout this. Errors compounding for them. Lack of execution. It's been a long 7 weeks. As French go to the line out here.
Ball.
Clean again. The line-out work this afternoon has been A1. 10 throws, 10 wins. Hold on, going short side and just rips that one in the direction of Ménager, who couldn't hang on, and we'll have...
Knock on into touch. Scrum.
Scrum? We'll have a scrum. Well, this match has shone a light on that woman. How good was she? She's our MasterCard Player of the Match, Pauline Bourdon. The second time this tournament I've seen that woman up as a player of the game.
Oh, look at all that energy that she's brought. She's been great throughout this game. Really up the tempo, getting a try for herself and having a hand in a couple of others. Great effort from Pauline Bourdon.
Hey, we've also got it here as well. It's a very good point. So you need to get your shoulder out.
Can you watch poking the shoulder?
Get your shoulder out. Give yourselves head space, okay? Let's go. Let's stop messing around with space.
What?
Shoulder out.
France have just done such a great job of lifting themselves after that heartbreak last week of going down by that single point against the host nation, against the Black Ferns. They had a chance to win it late. It was a missed penalty goal from Caroline Drouin that hurt them there, but she has been wonderful this afternoon. They've all lifted and they will take bronze away from New Zealand. Will it be a perfect game in terms of points conceded? Familiette with a heavy tackle there on Farris. De Goody.
No, tackle!
Bookerboom. With a tidy pass away there for Taylor. De Goody. France not missing with their tackles. How about this from Tremoulier? It's a beautiful steal from the French utility. There is Philippon. They are down a woman, but still hammering away here, the French. That was Grisset. Ménager tipping it on, lost eventually, and Canada sweep in and take it back through Ellis. De Goody makes big contact with that kick. That has gone a mile off the boot of De Goody, and flying after it is Senft. Trying to pin down Ménager, who beats her and then gets collared midfield. Canada pile in and win the penalty.
No. Hang on. Time off. Okay, wait.
What do we got here? Honey.
I think it's Grisset. Went down in a heap. Turn ball here, sorry. Marine Ménager goes down here to see Sophie De Goody. Gets straight over the balls. Yeah. Hard to see the contact on that. Looks like it's her knee. How good was that kick from Sophie De Goody? Haven't seen her kick a lot in this game. She's been effective throughout this tournament. She's got some good distance on that, forcing France to turn around and chase. Marine Ménager bringing it back and just copying, I think, some contact to her knee there. She looks to be coming off.
This is a shame for Marine Ménager. Her arm is wrapped in her jersey, and she'll make her way off the field.
So
Great player who's had a fantastic night, hasn't she? A couple of tries, plenty of runs, a kick in there. She can do it all.
Yep, because they've cleared their bench off.
Well,
you don't have any
France
more
still have
replacements. You play with
one
13,
on the bench,
okay?
and they've got no more replacements. But this is the biggest winning margin so far in a World Cup bronze match for the French. And they'll be asked to do a heap of defence here to keep Canada scoreless.
Canada looking to finish their tournament on a high. They overthrow the line out, and it's taken away by Mayon.
Wait.
Chambon. Finding runners in close. Now to the boot. Park Nguyen is back. Karen Park Nguyen runs it straight, runs it hard. The Canadian Iron Woman thumping towards the 22. Tessier across the line. That is intercepted in the end, and away comes the French through Philippon. Switching up play up over halfway. Stolen back here, though, by Canada. Both teams on tight legs at the back end of a huge 6 weeks of action in New Zealand. Tessier intercepted a second time round. It's Mayon
All back.
who grabs it for Le Bleu. Only got 13 women on the field, and they're hanging tough for the moment against Canada. That was Domin. Still the Allez Le Bleu chant comes at Eden Park. Across the line there for Philippon, but we've got another injury, and it might be a second Ménager who's down and hurt.
We've got 2 players down in play here. Ménager, just saw
no worries.
Marine Ménager go off with a shoulder injury, and now Roman Ménager is down. She's had some bustling runs for the French throughout this game. She's a hard running forward. She's had 9 carries, broken 2 tackles here. Could be a huge loss for France. They're already down 13 players. So taking some time to see both of these players down here. Wrist being strapped up here. That's not looking too good for Canada either.
Well, the bronze medal is going to France at Rugby World Cup New Zealand, no doubt about that. We've still got the big one to come. The kick-off around about an hour and 10 minutes away at Eden Park. New Zealand v England. England on that 30-game win streak up against the host nation. You're nervous, aren't you, honey? I can see it. I can read it on your face. You're nervous.
Oh, definitely nervous. 2 quality teams coming together. The biggest match.
How long you got left on the bin, Max?
Of their lives, no doubt. You see the French, they're dancing. They know they've got this game in the bag. They're celebrating already. We might see Caroline Drouin be reintroduced into this team. She's all smiles as well.
Well, bronze is going to the women in blue this afternoon, and that's what will be hung around their necks not long after full time. Not a bad little takeaway, Arnie Hiramesmila. Not a bad little collect in New Zealand.
Oh, they'll be proud of their performance tonight, the France.
Right, okay.
The French have been dominant right throughout.
Okay, you're over here. You're
They've executed well. They've been accurate in everything that they've done.
Okay? Thanks, mate.
as they
yeah,
look to
Max,
wind
no
down
props.
these closing
No
minutes
props.
of the
As long as your
game
paperwork's sorted on your side, all right?
and put this one to bed.
Tell you what, the party's starting to kick off here at Eden Park. The Fortress, as they call it, the Coxedge Whānau, the family of Kendrick Coxedge has just turned up behind me. And there's plenty of others here in the crowd too.
Injury, okay? So we're going to stay here.
Got a bit of a Hong Kong Sevens vibe about it this afternoon at Eden Park.
Surely you find yourself in the crowd after this one, Sean.
Well, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Okay, ready to go again as we close in on full time in this bronze medal game.
Set!
France up by 36. What can they deliver late? There's Grise taking it 40 away. Good pick and go from Hermé. And now the veteran, Ndaye. Up towards the 22. Here for Joye. Romain.
Yep, ball's here. Let go.
Chambon
Everyone let go.
digging for it.
Ball's there.
Limited options both sides, so they will keep it tight for the moment. It's a good carry from Touye.
No, hands out. You're off your feet.
Ménager back to her feet. Moving again and just collapsing in that tackle.
No, leave the ball come. You've pinned her there. Let the ball out.
Controlling the clock here as well
Behind the ball.
as they edge towards a bronze medal. France, midfield. 17 back. And the question now is, can they launch one final surge and win this ball back? Here comes away at the scrum, taken nicely though by Canada. Sempt taken away from their try line.
Tackle! No.
Still the hits keep coming from Le Bleu, as they've done all tournament long. They have delivered venom with their defensive work. They have not missed with shoulders on bodies. Canada just no way through the blue wall, and they win yet another defensive penalty.
Okay, that's enough, that's enough. Okay, yep, no,
Do
that's
they bank the 36 points and go, or are there more on the way? delivered by LeBleur. They're taking home a medal from New Zealand. Too good against Canada. Full time in this one. 36 points to 0. It's a shutout.
The Canadians embrace each other here. Strongly outplayed today, but throughout this tournament, they have put out some great performances in a good matchup up against the dominance of the French defence, unable to get on the board.
Well, sadly, it'll be the last time we see a number of these Canadian women at a World Cup. Karen Paquin, one of them. But all honours this afternoon with Redon and Drouin, who were just wonderful. In the wake of that loss, that heartbreaking loss, 7 days back at this same venue, they found a way to lift and win a bronze medal. De Goody, one of the